And I think it's crucial for a lot of eBay resellers, new ones, not you old pros out there. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. Thanks for dropping by. We have some great sales today. You know, I've been watching out here. Sometimes, you know, I have a great time just watching. I love having this window here and this window here. Sometimes the sun shines through and I'm trying to do a video, it's a pain in the butt. But for the most part, I love it, especially on nice days. And it's springtime, so it's nice days. I've seen every animal we have, the chickens. It's like this social rank, you know. Some chickens outrank other chickens. Some chickens outrank the cats. Some cats outrank the chickens. Sophie outranks everybody except for Pepper, it looks like to me, and including Turner. Anyway, sometimes when Blue Ridge Mom is not here, I don't quite, let's just say I don't have a firm grasp on everything that's going on around here. Hey, I want to talk about a couple of things. A viewer suggested that I do something that I haven't done in a while, which I'm going to do, a new eBay reseller, and I think it's crucial for a lot of eBay resellers. New ones, not you old pros out there. Matter of fact, if you could give me your suggestions when I give you my suggestion here in a minute for these newbies out there, maybe you could give them a slightly better suggestion along the same lines or something you maybe did. I used to keep track of every single sale for a long time, how much I made on each individual sale every single time, because I wanted to know, you know, like if I bought this for X and sold it for Y, what was I really making? What was the profit? And I do that in here from time to time. You'll see me do it in my head. I'll be like, oh, I'll make whatever. And that's important skill to have when you're out there on the garage sale trail for sure. And I want to get your tips and tricks, and you can pass that on to the newbies. But I'm going to do that, and I think it's something that most eBay resellers, new eBay resellers, should be doing. But I'm also going to show you some great sales today. I've been talking a lot about these early garage sales and how we've just really done awesome, and I'm so excited to have such a great start to the season as far as pickups. We're going to be making money all summer on some of these. And I'm going to keep track of one of these sales because the first item sold from this sale, and it sold for big bucks, at least big bucks for me here in Central Virginia. Let's take a look. Hey, this is not the item. I have sold many recorders before. Some sell good, some don't sell well. This is the generic Radio Shack version, but it does have a sound, I think, function on it where it will record voice activated. That's the word I'm looking for. It's amazing old technology, but this is brand new in the box, old technology, and it sold for $24 plus shipping on that. We got this from Rich down there, the auctioneer in Appomattox. I just realized that I forgot to take these keychains out. So, by the way, I need a plate. Although I have two things in the P.O. box, but my postal worker, aka Commonwealth Grandpa, forgot to give them to me yesterday. So, Grandpa, you got to get on the ball. At any rate, so if you sent us something in the last week or so, we have it, and we'll get it here soon, and we'll give you a thank you. I'm hoping one of them is a plate. I need a non-American state. We have all the Americans. Did y'all see Taco Stacks? If you watch Taco Stacks, he finished his plate, I don't know what you want to call it, wall, which kind of gave us the inspiration, along with a couple other things to do what we're doing. But I'm rambling. Let's take a look at this. All right, so this is the second one of this lot. If you were watching yesterday, we're going to make, if my calculations are correct, I'm fairly certain. We're not going to keep track of this one because I can kind of figure out what we're going to make. I think we're going to make between $2,000 and $2,200. Depends. If we can keep, we might even raise the prices sometime. I'm not quite sure. So far, we've sold 3 of 227. But I'm going to show you something that, it's not keeping track of it, but we're going to do a little math on these two. Camaro Z28 and a Firebird. And they're like acrylic. I don't even know what you want to call them, to be honest with you. They're kind of rigid, but they're not completely rigid, so it's going to take a little bit of packaging. I don't feel terribly comfortable just sliding it into one of these envelopes here. I love these envelopes here, and I have a smaller one too, so maybe 2 of them, or maybe put a piece of cardboard in it to give it a little bit more security. Put them in there. I don't know, but these sold together, which is awesome. I have free shipping on them, so when they sell together, it's going to be a really, really good one right here. But I'm happy. I've had them listed for a day and a half now, and we have 3 sales, so that's encouraging. you should be seeing this sale really, really quickly on the Commonwealth Picker channel. So here it is, 227. This is some math for the total over here. But let me just look at this particular sale, $29.90. So this is what I'm talking about. If you're a new reseller, you should eventually be able to do this stuff in your mind and get really, really close. But do it on paper first. Do it in a spreadsheet first. However you're going to do it. I have some bookkeeping software that just does everything automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. But I think it's key to look when I sold it for 30 bucks. Well, that doesn't mean you're making 30 bucks. How much you pay for something is important. I know this because everybody yells at me for maybe not as much as Lonnie for being, I don't know. But, you know, I'm going to try to get the best deal. It's just that simple. So here we go. Cost 62 cents for two of them. I paid 31 cents a piece is what it ended up being. $75 for 200, whatever. I think I calculated it out to be 62 cents in cost. Shipping costs for these two together, $3.51. Fees, including the shipping container here, the box shipping container, that'd be pretty heavy, is going to be $4.49. So the total cost subtracted from $29.90, we're making $21.28. Now that is a sale of a combo, so it wouldn't be quite that much. If it was independent, it would probably be more like $9.50 a piece. But hey, that's awesome. $21.28. We've already sold another one that we sold for 20 bucks. It was a Corvette one, which we're charging a little bit more for. And so those two sales have taken our initial $75 buy and got us down to 40 bucks. So we're 40 bucks in the hole right now, but we've sold 3 of 227. So if we sell 4 more, we're break even. That leaves us with 220 left, pure profit. Amazing. I love multi-quantity sales. I absolutely love, even if they're cheap, even if they're the Grateful Dead CD or the Dave Matthews CD or whatever the heck it is, Vienna Man. Anything like that, it's usually going to make you money. So give me your multi-quantity buys down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. The next one is the Wisconsin bin. This is the Harmony remote. I was at this sale. This one's already aired. And I'm looking and it's like, it doesn't look great. And then I saw this sitting over there. I'm like, oh, that's a Harmony. I'll go grab that one. And my dad was with me. And he's like, wait, would you pay $5? They wanted 10 bucks. And I offered him 5. He's like, sure. He's like, what'd you pay $5 for a remote control for? Like, you gotta watch the Commonwealth Picker channel a little bit. So these sell for pretty decent money, depending on the model. This is a 650. And it sold for $32.95. So there's a pretty good little profit. Not quite, we're not making 20 bucks on it because we paid 5. But we're probably making 17 on it, something like that, 18 bucks. Here's a small sale. This one is going to go out for $11 an RC battery pack. I was a little bit scared of these, you know, recharge by dates and all that stuff. So far I've sold a few and have had no complaints, which is awesome. So I'm happy about that. This one was discolored. So this was multi-quantity, but because the packaging looked different, I didn't list it with my multi-quantity. I listed it separate and sold it for a little bit less. So we'll still make a little bit of money, about $5 profit on it. Here's what the viewer asked me to do. He said, you used to do this all the time. You don't do it very much anymore. Keep track of a particular sale and go through the calculations of an item every once in a while. So I said, here we go. I thought this was the perfect one to do it on. And this was, you'll see this in a sale. It's an amazing deal. And we're going to make a bunch of money off of this. I'm not quite sure how much, but it was one tub. This is it right here. So far, nothing, well, one thing is sold, but I'm going to show it to you right here. This tub was 40 bucks. 40 bucks. And we are going to make quite a bit of money. Let me just give you an example. One of the best items I listed already, and it's sold. I haven't listed everything, but I've listed, I think, all the hats and maybe 2 shirts. And one of the shirts I already have an offer for $110 on for just one shirt. So I'll give you an idea. This hat right here, it's a shark tooth hat. If you don't know those, look for those shark tooth hat. But it is John Deere Motorsports, and it's Chad Little. So Chad Little's not exactly the greatest name in the world. Sorry, Chad. But John Deere is. It's a pretty good hat. And it's new with tags. And I just didn't know quite where to list it. I thought I was going to list it lower than this one. But then I started thinking, I'm like, no, it's got John Deere. I have the only new one out there. I'm going to list it high, see what happens. It sold in a day. So maybe just over 24 hours. 28, something like that. And it sold pretty darn quick. and it sold for $90 plus shipping on that. So here we go. $40 buy, $77, profit-ish if you're, from starting from zero. We're going to subtract here. So one sale, we're $37 up. 77 minus 40, we're $37 in the profit. So everything the rest of the way down here is going to be pure profit. So, oh, by the way, we're going to call it Under the Table and Dreaming in honor of of Dave Matthews there. So that one was under the table. You've got to get used, if you're new to this, y'all, look under the table. Look, ask yourself, where would people not be looking? And then go look there. And sometimes you'll find some stuff, and we did for sure on that one. Got a few more here. Radio Shack amp. I think it should be in the front here. I pulled it out yesterday to see if I had the right one. So here it is. It is right. Let me just double check. Yep, that is it right there. And this box wasn't in great shape. I put new open box, even though it really has never been opened. So that one sold for $24 free shipping. It's actually pretty light. I think in the right box, we're going to be able to get that one first class. Either that or it's going to be just over a pound. Sold a borderline lister. And borderline lister for Commonwealth picker is, that's saying something. All right, here we go. Pokemon. This one, I actually said I sold this in a video the other day, but I had the wrong Pokemon and I figured it out. The other one sold for $30 plus shipping and paid for the entire bin of DVDs. So we're already one DVD in. We're right at even, which is awesome because I'm taking a ton of stuff to the antique booths. So anyway, this one sold for $4.99 plus shipping. So let's do the math on this one just to give you an idea, because a lot of you don't need to be doing this. Some of you do and some of you don't. It depends on how much you can source, depends on where you live, cost of living, depends on all kinds of stuff. How much is your time worth? So here it is. $7.97 is the money brought, not counting taxes here. So $7.97 is the money that came to me. Cost was X because we've already broken even on it. So for me, this is why I buy them. I find a bundle like this is what I did with this. I saw that. No, I didn't. I saw this hat right here and one other shirt, and I knew I could break even at least on those two. Turns out I'm going to break even on the shirt alone and make like a $50 profit. So everything else I just bought because it's going to be, profit once I make one sale. So $2.89 in shipping, fees $1.26. That's the total fees. $3.82 on that Pokemon movie profit. You might be like, that's not really worth it. Well, I'm pretty quick at this, so I'm going to take pictures, 2 pictures. That's all I got for that thing. I open it up, make sure the CD's in there, or DVD, sorry. And I make sure it's clean. We're good to go. I'm not going to test a DVD if it looks good. If it's got scratches all over the place, I'm probably going to chuck it if it's just a mess. So I'm going to take that one right there, and I'm going to take 2 pictures of it, and I'm going to go put it over there on the shelf. And then I'm going to list it. It's going to take me maybe, 2 minutes to take a picture of it. Or excuse me, 2 minutes to list it, maybe a minute to take pictures. So we're 3 minutes in. It's going to take me 2-3 minutes. Max, I'm into this item 6 minutes. Max. So that's times 10, making $38 an hour. Okay, I'll take that. That's worth it to me. Records are a little different story because they take a little longer. Look at that. It's this one right here. I promise y'all I didn't do that on purpose. This one was cool. I thought about framing it just because I love the blue and the imagery on the front right there. Just think it's awesome. But I didn't. $6.99 plus shipping on this one. And to do a record for $4.99 isn't really worth it because it takes longer to take pictures. It takes longer to do all the shipping. So you're into it for maybe 10 minutes. So to do a record for $7 is probably... I'd like to say it's my limit, but you've seen me sell them for $5. Made one more sale, and it was an auction that went wrong. I was trying to make like $10 on something and just get it out of here. And it was on a bunch of strings. I'm selling a bunch of guitar strings for really good money. But then I have a few strings that weren't very good money, and they were mismatched, and it just was, I'm like, what am I going to do with these things? I'm not going to list them independently and make $1 a piece. I'll just throw them in a lot and see if I can get $10 out of them. Well, I got almost $6 out of them, so it's not really worth it, but at least they're gone. Let me see if I even have them together. I don't know where I put them. But, there they are right there. See, all these in here I've listed, and that's a lot right there. And these are independent. We're going to make decent money on those independently. But this was kind of the leftovers, mismatched and everything else. But, you know, somebody got a good deal. And I wouldn't have listed it knowing what it sold for, but I'm happy somebody's getting a deal. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You know, somebody said the other day, said Turner's long sock, or Turner rocks the long socks, or something like that. Yeah. I like that hat too. That's the NC Picker hat. That's awesome, huh? All right, what do you got there?
Coda.
Coda from Brother Bear.
Yep.
Brother Bear, and that is a Disney Store exclusive, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
Right here.
And Blue Ridge Mama picked it up. It sold for, I don't remember, $9, I think, plus shipping.
He looks scared.
What? He looks scared. It's a little bear cub. Maybe it is scared. I never saw Brother Bear. Have you seen Brother Bear? Have y'all seen Brother Bear? No? Reagan, have you seen it?
Nope.
Nope. But that thing is just enough. 15 ounces. 14 something ounces. And some of y'all ask about those. But we're going to put that in a poly bag. So anyway, we paid $1. Actually, you know what? I bought that. Not Blue Ridge Mama. I bought that. You'll see it at a sale. I bought it from Ira at the flea market. That's Honest Tim's buddy.
It's okay.
Maybe we're going to have to watch that movie. I've heard some people say they don't like it, though, so we'll have to see. $9 plus shipping. That's enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1.
You got it, buddy. Thanks.
Bye.
It's the Tuesday video, which means Sophie comes down because nobody's home but me. And, well, Turner's home with me today. But Sophie came down anyways to say hi. She's been chasing chickens all day. And chasing that new cat around the backyard, too. You don't like that new cat, do you? There's only 2 sales in here, so I'm going to put Sophie back, see if Turner will watch her for a minute, and then I'll show you the 2 sales. All right, the best seller here at the doctor's office. No coincidence, I don't think, that he is the best seller we have. So there's 4 of them that we picked up, if you remember the sale, I think outside the box sale. And I was meaning that about these, and there were some vintage plush bunnies that I was talking about too. And these have done well. We don't make a lot of money, but $9 plus shipping on this one, and we're down to 11. We've sold a bunch of these already, and we paid $3 for all of them, and we still have a nice big stack up there. A couple of them haven't sold. I think everything's sold at least one, and there's 2 of them that have just sold one, but the Thanksgiving one and this one have sold. Have you noticed? Y'all noticed? There's 2 Rockwells in the cabin. See if anybody can name both Rockwells in the comments. I love those. I like this one. I like the Thanksgiving. I like all of them. But those 2 out there are my 2 favorite. By the way, that reminds me, y'all. Somebody sent me a message like, you didn't give me a thank you in a video. Look, I apologize. I try to do it. You see the videos. I try to do my best. Leave a message in. If you want stickers and all that stuff, I don't put them in every single order, but I make sure I put them in if I think it's a viewer. And so, by the way, I sold a pinball too, but that's kind of boring. So Turner's hollering at me. Hold on. What, bud? He wants to know if he can have Coke. It's getting a little late. Blue Ridge Mama would say no. Yeah, sure, you can have a little bit. I hope she's not watching this. I'm probably going to be in trouble. Turner's going to be up till 11 o'clock. At any rate, what was I talking about? I got to know. Oh, leave your message on the purchase. Don't send a message later after the fact. Leave it on the message and I'll keep it straight. Probably. Let's go back out there. Hey Reagan, you got one sale out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store. Who bought this?
Joan.
Joan. And Joan is from New York. Not New York City, but from New York. So that's awesome. One sale. So she's a new subscriber to the channel. And she left us a nice little note, and I'm going to read it to him in a minute. But me and you, we're going to package this thing up.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
I have viewers ask me all the time how I ship hats, and it just depends. This is a VIP hat. This isn't a $9 plus shipping hat. This is they're all in for over $100 on that hat right there. So it's not going to get jammed in an 8x6x4 supply hut to make sure we get under 8 ounces. It's going to go in the real deal here. It's going to go in a 10x7x5, and it's going to have paper underneath it to support it, and it's going to have packaging around it and the stickers, the whole 9 yards on this one. VIP treatment. And there is another, if you get those really high ones, And occasionally, once in a blue moon, you get those really high crowned ones, which I hated when I played ball in college. Just hated them, by the way. And you would want to maybe even go to a bigger box than that. I have all three. I think I do. I know I have these two in the affiliate links. And I think I put a description, like I use this for most hats. I use this for, you know, more expensive hats or higher crowned or whatever. So there you go. 10 by 7 by 5. Let me know out there for you hat sellers. What is your method? Do you have different boxes for different style hats, or do you have different boxes for different price points? Because this box is more than this box, and it's also heavier than this box, so it's probably going to cost in, you know, maybe the 10-ounce rate as opposed to the, you know, the 12-ounce rate of it as opposed to the 8-ounce rate. So let me know what y'all do. Hey, a quick thank you to Dave for a $2 coffee. Awesome, thank you so much. Been on your playlist for days now, he says. I've gotten so much listed on eBay while watching. Inspiring and educational. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it. I very, very much appreciate it. I love coffee, y'all. But I'm like, I don't get that fancy stuff. Blue Ridge Mama gets it every once in a while. So $2 buys me coffee for like a week. The Fulcher. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. And I wanted to read this message from Jane really quickly. She says she's the one who bought the shirt from Reagan. She says, I'm a new viewer to the Commonwealth Flipper station. I saw this shirt in the background of your videos and it caught my eye. I'd like to thank you for changing how I look at items I would normally ignore at garage sales, rummage sales, estate sales. For example, Corning Vision Ware, cookware. I picked up a used set for $10 and made over $80 selling them already. She says, I'll have to take some time to check out the Commonwealth Picker channel as well. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Joan. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy the Commonwealth Picker channel. It's just, it's the picking channel. 95% garage sales, but occasionally, especially in the dead of winter, we'll throw in a few little thrifting trips and some private picks and things like that. So we got some great garage sales coming up on that channel. So thank you, and thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it, and thank you for buying one of Reagan's shirts. And thank you to everybody out there for watching, and we can't wait to see you next time.